Hello and welcome to Small Town Big Screen. I'm one of your hosts, Manny Manuel.
I'm Kyle Robertson.
This is episode 7 on Get Fast.
Mm-hmm.
Get Fast.
Get going.
It is released on November 15th, 2024.
Nice.
A newer film.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Very.
This was directed by James Clayton. Written by Cooper Bobo, which I'm hoping I pronounced right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Come talk to me. I'll happily apologize in person.
Yeah, send us an email.
Yep. Also written by James Clayton and Danny Mac. Starring James Clayton, Ellen Ross Gibson, and Lou Diamond Phillips. Once again, not enough critics screened this movie to give it a Metascore, so there's nothing on there. But it did finish at a 2.8 on Letterboxd. And the awards and nominations, this did get another Leo Award, much like his previous effort. This one was for Best Musical Score and Best Stunt Coordination.
Nice. Which
is understandable, considering that opening scene.
Yeah.
Filming locations, this was filmed in Kamloops, Cache Creek, and Logan Lake. The plot, after a heist goes wrong, a thief and a troubled orphan must rescue his kidnapped partner from a ruthless drug lord and her charming hitman. Kyle, your spoiler-free thoughts on Get Fast.
So this being the second in the thief duology.
Sure.
Yeah. Hopefully trilogy.
I
maybe
hope
one
so.
day. That would be pretty
I'll
nice.
watch it.
I would definitely watch it.
100%.
100%. You've got two, I'll say it, 2 theater tickets right here.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's enough to make a movie, I think.
I was like, I possibly would even drive to Vancouver to go see this.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fun. I'd do
I would
it.
go with you.
Well, yeah, you're down there.
Yeah.
And then I drag west. You got 3 tickets.
There you go.
Actually, I drag Chards, and then I drag Pandora. I get some people out for you, buddy.
Ariana?
I'm still mad at her.
All over a board game. Anyway, you guys don't need to know our personal battles with
Might
each
make for
other.
a more exciting episode, though.
Yeah, it might. Yeah. So this film, though, I had a really good time. This just builds on what was created and the world that was created in the first film. I enjoy the characters immensely. I had a lot of fun. I felt like where in the first film there was maybe some like things left by the wayside. I felt like this one really hit all of those things. All of those tie-ins happened. I enjoyed like 99% of the one-liners and little like one-off jokes and the like absurdist comedy. I had a really good time, but it's mixed with this like really good stunt work and really good fight choreography. And like really good performances. I mean, it's really hard to say no to Lou Diamond Phillips. James Clayton seems like 10 times more comfortable as an actor and a director in this film. I really like the way that he settles into that like thief role in this one. It seems like everyone's just having a good time.
Yep.
And that made me have a good time. I enjoyed this film quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I also, so I went into this movie with a little bit more expectations than Bulletproof because those expectations were so much low. So I was looking forward to this and I wasn't disappointed. I had a really great time. I really got the same feel that that this was a really fun set. It seemed that everybody was having a good time. You didn't feel there's at times you feel like tension when you're watching a movie that shouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
But sometimes that works for the film.
Yeah.
But this one just seemed like a lot of fun, and I had a good time watching it. The addition of Lou Diamond Phillips obviously was a highlight for me, an actor I love and adore.
Yeah. And
yeah, the action was fun. This was even more playful than the first one. A little bit more quips and a little bit more humor. I'm not opposed to it. I just kind of hope they work on the balance a little bit more. I don't want them to keep going down that road.
Yeah.
Where they are here, I'm okay with. If they keep doing a little bit more comedy, they're going to lose me.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that.
Yeah, it's like you risk becoming Fast X a little bit.
Yes.
If you just like continue down.
And I don't want that. Of course, James Clayton would love that kind of success.
Well, yeah.
So
here's the thing.
I wish him the best if that's what happens.
Yeah, if that's gonna get this creative team super famous and making a lot of money, I would bite that bullet to see what else and what other worlds they can create with more budget. But in the meantime, again, a trilogy of more of this would be amazing. That third installment would be so cool.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm really hoping that they do make another one of these, because I did have a really good time with the two of these.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Our 5 favorite things.
5 favorite things.
You're starting this time.
I will start. So my first, my fifth, my number 5 in my 5 favorite things is a recurring joke in the film. And it's multiple characters do this. They just blind shoot at nothing. And I think it's really funny. There's an instance in the initial, the opening scene battle where James Clayton gets knocked on his behind by an explosion or something, and he just starts shooting. He's fully like face down in the pavement, and he's just shooting up in the air over his head, and obviously missing a bunch. And then he like shoots someone's gun out of their hand doing that. I thought that was really funny. And then it comes back. One of the crooked cops gets tased by their own taser, I believe. And on the ground, she just starts shooting a wall. I just thought it was so funny. That blind shooting joke came back like 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Just, I never got tired of it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you.
My number 5 was the helicopter stunt in the opening scene.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see when the stunt performer took over for Clayton, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And for a lower budget film, that helicopter got pretty high.
Yeah.
And I was like, good for you. I'm like, that's awesome that you're willing to, obviously all the safety procedures were there. There's probably rigs and harnesses that were either digitally removed or perfectly placed where we were unable to see them. So he was perfectly safe, but it's still a stunt that the actor performed. And growing up in a time where the majority of actors did not do their own stunts, and this was all before films went digital and everything looked good, because the resolution wasn't that great, unless you really looked, you didn't really tell that it wasn't the actor doing the stunt.
Mm-hmm.
But when DVDs started coming and things were a little bit more clear, you'd be like, that's not Arnold. That's not Sly. And it becomes really apparent. So now when you get to see actors doing their own stunts, it's been talked about ad nauseum with Cruise and Keanu Reeves and all of them that are doing their own fight choreography, their own stunt work. It allows the camera to get in there and allows the director to do more inventive and exciting things when doing action, when the actor's the one actually doing it. And so something like this, it was really fun. And also, because it's lower budget, I was just like, be careful, James. It was really exciting to see him do this one little, I shouldn't say a little stunt, because it's, again, he's probably safe, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, could I do this? Probably if I was getting paid.
Oh, yeah.
But it would still be, I don't know, I could do it. Would I be able to act? Is the difference. I might be like, oh,
yeah,
it's so high.
I think I could pull myself together if I was getting paid for that. Yeah.
Maybe. I could tell you this. I could act scared.
True.
Because I'll tell you this, a little anecdote. Every year I go to Fright Night down in Vancouver at the P&E.
Yeah.
And part of the package we get to go on a bunch of the rides, which are included in there. We get to skip the lines. We get to go right to the front.
Nice.
It's awesome. I can't remember. I think it's called Atmosphere, and it's the swings on chains that goes like...
Those ones, I don't like those ones.
Okay, so when I'm down there, I feel fine. I'm not scared of heights.
Yeah.
But when I get up there, I realize at that point, I'm like, the only thing keeping me from death are these metal chains.
Yeah.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
There's no other safety features. None. And you are really high.
Yeah.
And it's legitimately scary. And when I'm up there, my bravado is gone.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, even if you paid me, if I could still act while I'm something like that high. That being said, it's a long-winded way. The helicopter stunt is my number 5.
Yeah, the last time I did one of those chain rides, somebody had died on that ride like the week prior.
Not at the P&E.
Not at the P&E.
Yeah.
But it was a like chain swing ride, and I'm like in line for it, and I just hear that someone just died there. I'm like, oh, I think they hadn't done the safety restraint properly or something. Can't remember.
Oh, so it wasn't the chain that snapped. It was the
The
bar.
They went out of the seat somehow. Yeah, not great. So that was an extra layer of terrifying on that ride. I didn't like that.
Yeah. You don't want to go on rides with Casey then.
No.
No. Casey likes to say, because he's an engineer, he'll start pretending to notice things that are wrong.
Great.
Yeah. So he completely scared Mushy away from joining us on a ride one time.
Nice.
And I was like, good job. Now she's not coming.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is an episode of personal anecdotes. I love it.
It is. Hope you enjoyed it. Your number 4.
My number 4. It's the music.
Again?
Yeah, except last time it was a song.
Okay.
This time it is the music. And I'm saying that encompassing the score and a song.
Okay.
A couple of songs. There's a Loverboy song in there, but Baby No Money comes back with another song diegetically in the film.
I smell a theme.
Yeah. A trilogy. I'm not going to say should, but it would be a nice through line if the third one had another Baby No Money song. So they went with Edamame this time, which another good song, another really popular Baby No Money one.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it yet again.
Nice.
Surprise.
Okay.
But the score was also really good, which is why it was nominated or won the Leo.
I can't remember.
Or was that the previous one? Anyway.
The music? The music was
No, the
nominated
music was
for
this one.
I cannot remember if it won.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was really good. It was really well scored. Especially like again, like at this budget. I was like, wow, that's a really impressive score for like an indie film. So I had a good time. It was a good score for any film, I should say. But
Sweet.
Yeah. Your number 4?
My number 4 is the conversation between the cowboy and Vic. While he's being held prisoner, they start to have this mutual respect and admiration for one another, and they have really great chemistry.
Yeah.
This was a really fun scene, watching Lou Diamond and the actor who played Vic, who I don't know off the top of my head.
Philip Granger.
Thank you.
Yeah. I believe he's another BC boy.
Nice.
I've worked on his sets before.
Sweet.
And he's also he's cool. He's nice. He's very, he gives a lot of good advice. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, so this scene had me kind of smiling a lot. It's really well acted. I love the way that these two characters and these two actors play off one another. So I had a really good time. So that's my number 4.
Nice. Yeah, they both embody that like just like tired expert so well, and they seem to understand each other incredibly well. I really enjoyed that scene as well.
Sweet.
Yeah. So my number 3?
3.
Is that where we're at?
Indeed.
My number 3 is the man of many hats himself, James Clayton.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not a writer on this movie, right?
Disagree.
Oh, he is a writer on this one.
James Clayton.
Nice. Yeah. So he's a writer, director, lead actor, producer, yet again. And you just if you've seen both films, there's no world in which he hasn't had like leaps and bounds of improvements in all categories. Obviously, well, I mean, who's to say what he did as a producer? Because you can't see the individual parts on screen, but the production team, they got really good locations. They obviously used their money well. They secured Lou Diamond Phillips, on top of their Vinnie Jones casting in the previous film.
Yep.
So on all fronts, you see these massive improvements, and you just have to say that James Clayton is obviously a big part of that. His performance and his directing felt way more comfortable, and it felt like he was really in his zone for this movie, and I just loved to see that. I had a really good time with that aspect.
Nice, I love that.
Yeah.
My number 3 is an extension of what we're talking about, how the tone from Bulletproof to Get Fast started to lean a little bit more comically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's part of the opening action scene. It's when the thief punches Tank and there's no reaction from Tank, and the thief kind of glances at the camera, giving an oh poop moment.
Yeah.
I I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
A lot more than I was expecting. Like we mentioned, this one was started to lean a little bit more comedic than the previous film did. And when it hits really well. And this was one of the moments that hit for me.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was kind of like a fourth wall break, but that Indiana Jones plane fight scene. It was kind of like that. Yeah. So my number two. So my number two is the opening fight scene of the like rocket launcher and the helicopter and all that. It's like literally right out the gate, you just know this movie is going to be so fun. Like when he first shoots that rocket launcher backwards and then he puts one through a man, I was like, yep, this is going to be a good time. It was really funny, and sets up their tone really well. And then they back up that like kind of comedic scene. We also get like, it's Lee Majdoub. His performance comes in. I like him a lot. He's really funny in the Sonic movies. He's really funny in this movie. And you kind of get to see his performance right off the bat.
Yep.
But then they back all of that up with this insane helicopter stunt. And I was like, wow. So we're getting, I mean, again, it's like the perfect setup for the movie. You're getting really great stunt work and you're getting this like really great comedy. So you get both sides of the coin. So yeah, I loved that opening scene.
The rocket launcher shooting backwards. I'm in my heart. It's an homage to the same scene in Commando.
Nice. Where
this lady is trying to rescue Arnold from being arrested.
Yeah.
She's using a rocket launcher to blow him out of like the back of like an unarmored car, kind of right like a paddy wagon.
Yeah.
But it shoots backwards and pulls up a car behind her, and then she shoots it right. So in my heart, it's an homage to that scene from Commando.
Nice.
I doubt it, but that's the lore in my head.
I like that.
Okay.
It'll be the lore in my head now.
Nice.
As well.
Sweet.
My
number two.
Your number two.
It's the shot of Kamloops, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
I was so excited. I loved it. I love seeing my hometown on the big screen. It wasn't a big screen. It was my screen at home, but still a big screen. It looks delicious. It's so funny how much it actually brings me joy. And especially when it's a wide shot of our city.
Mm-hmm.
When you can see the two rivers, when you can see the downtown, sometimes depending on the angle, you get Mount Paul or whatever. It fills me with joy. And it's like a 2-second shot or whatever. It's an insert.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there it is. And I'm happy. So it's my number two.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice. So that brings to my number one, numero uno. You might say this is like a slight cop-out, but I'm going with the cast.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, perfect. Obviously, the cast being headed up by Lou Diamond Phillips, there isn't a performance that I didn't enjoy in this film. I like all of the characters are so well written, but also so well performed. Like they found the perfect casting for each character. I had so much fun with every performance, and Lou Diamond Phillips he's Lou Diamond Phillips. He's amazing. James Clayton, as I already said, does a really great job, but we have these other performances. We have some first-time performances as well. I unfortunately cannot remember his name, but I believe Tom is performed or acted by a first-time actor, and I enjoyed the performance. There wasn't a performance I didn't enjoy, so it was fun. Even like little one-off characters like Mrs. Murphy, she ran the laundromat. Like she does a really good job. I had to hand it to them. If they had like a casting director or something, I should have looked that up and put their name in. But yeah, I think the cast was just excellent.
Well, I never want to yuck somebody's yum, so I'll just say I'm glad that that's your number one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
You should know Lou Diamond Phillips isn't in there. He's part of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said there was nobody that you thought was bad.
Yeah.
And I cannot agree with that.
Okay.
In any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
So, like I'll agree with like let's say a good 95%.
Okay, I'll take that.
But we're talking about positivity here. I'll get my chance to say what I want in the next section.
Perfect. So what is your positive number one?
Basically piggybacking off yours. It's Lou Diamond Phillips. Oh, yes.
Nice.
It is a pleasure to see him in a movie again. Obviously, I'm sure he's been working probably nonstop since I've last seen him on screen. But it's in probably movies like these where I don't really catch wind of them very often.
Mm-hmm.
And so getting to see him on screen again just reminded me of how much I enjoy watching him. Now, for those who are unaware, I am Indigenous myself. So growing up, seeing my culture and my people on screen through Lou Diamond Phillips was really important to me. It was pretty much the only one I got to see. Obviously, growing up, I got to watch a lot of Westerns where my people are not represented fairly, but the movie's not about them. They are the villains or the bad guys or an obstacle to overcome. So I was never offended by that. But Lou Diamond Phillips in the mid to late 80s and the early 90s was just a regular guy who happened to be Indigenous. And I love seeing him on screen. And he makes me happy. And seeing him again just filled me with joy. His character was so much fun. He plays him playfully and yet serious. You can feel the threat that the character possesses. But at the same time, he has humanity. And I really enjoyed it. He was easily the highlight of the movie for me. I had a great time catching up with my old good buddy Lou.
Nice.
Thanks, LDP.
Yeah, he's just absolutely amazing performances. He's just so charismatic, so fun, and so believable. He has a lot of depth in this one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Moving on to what we didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to start?
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah, it's Tom. Yeah. Yeah, Tom. The very fact that you said that you liked that performance made me realize that you don't know what you're talking about. This is an absolute atrocity of a performance.
2 seasons in. What are we? 14 episodes in.
Yeah.
Not our first podcast.
No. I have lost all respect for you and your taste.
Gotcha.
You are like almost at like mushy Rachel West level here.
Wow.
Complete inside joke. Love you guys. He is actively bad in this movie throughout the entirety of the film. I wish that he could have been removed completely from the movie. He is horrible. Bye, Tom.
Okay.
What didn't you like?
What didn't I like? Very minor. There's literally just one moment where
Tom was on screen? I agree.
He wasn't actually.
Oh.
Nice try though. It's Lee Majdoub's character has like this little energy drink that he uses 2 or 3 times in the film. He uses it twice, tries to use it a third, I think it is. The first time that he uses it, it isn't really clear that it's a huge energy boost for him. And he's also like not that injured. So then the second time when he uses it, he literally has like this neck brace thing on. He's been involved in like multiple explosions. I'm pretty sure he's been shot. And so he uses this thing to give himself the energy boost he needs for like combat or whatever.
It's like Popeye and spinach.
Yeah, exactly. But the second time they have the little visual motif of the pencil writing and the arrows and stuff. They do a little one of those that says "bad guy's energy drink" and then points to the thing. And that's the only reason I was like, oh, that's an energy drink. Even though I've seen it already. I've seen it before. I should have known from the first time I saw it that it's bad guy's energy drink.
Gotcha.
They should have used it the first time because like I got a little caught off guard. I was like, because then I'm thinking back to the other scene. I'm like, was it an energy drink in that scene? Like, did he get this massive boost of energy in that scene? Minor quibble.
Minor quibble.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had a minor quibble.
Yeah.
Mine was major.
That's unfortunate.
All right.
With that, that's our little review portion done. So we're going to head for a peek behind the curtain. Hello and welcome to a peek behind the curtain. We are joined today by Terri Hadwin. Thank you so much for coming. You're kind of infamous on the podcast now. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Very good, very good. So obviously you've been helping us out with information we're on episode 6 and 7 here. So you've been helping us for like a season and 3/4, 14, 15 episodes getting information. So I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Again, and thanks for being here as well. Very excited to talk to you about this movie, Get Fast.
Nice.
So first, why don't you, for those who don't know already, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you do at the Film Commission.
Sure. So my name is Terri Hadwin, and I am the Thompson-Nicola Film Commissioner. I've been in my position for a little over 3 years now. What the Film Commission does is it is a arm or a department of the TNRD, and we exist for the purpose of enticing film productions into the area to stimulate economic development, and we also try to facilitate film development growth from within. So we try to put on film industry networking events and workshops and seminars and those sorts of things to give people the opportunity to stretch their legs and get involved in the film industry locally.
Perfect. Yeah, as someone who's gotten to take part, I really appreciate the work that you guys do, especially like helping people get in and get kind of a foothold in the industry here. It definitely means a lot.
Yeah.
So with that, Get Fast is a movie that you got to help usher into Kamloops. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your work with the producers and how that got started?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of fun. The guys are really great to work with, very respectful, very friendly, always super appreciative. So basically they came to me and I think it was in my first or second year. And they said, Terri, we've already filmed Bulletproof in your region and we love it. Like it's like home to us. We want to come back. And I hadn't seen Bulletproof yet. I don't know if it had even come out when we were having the conversation. I can't quite remember. But anyways, so I was like, okay, well, first of all, I got to watch Bulletproof. And second of all, let's see how I can help you out. So they kind of gave me an idea of the locations that they were looking for. This was a project that they actually shared the script with me. So that happens, I would say maybe half the time a project will share the script with me. So just to kind of go on a tangent, most of the time productions will approach me and they'll say, Terri, we've been in your area before, or maybe we haven't, but we know that you have deserts, or we know that you have this, or you have that sort of look. Can you give me some photos of what that looks like? So I'll put together a location package for them. They can kind of peruse through it and be like, yes, we want to make sure that we come and we see you for this. And then sometimes I help put together an itinerary for them. So I'll be like, okay, well, you're going to see this desert. You should probably just see the one that's right beside it. I mean, we're going to be there anyway, so might as well see them all. Yeah, we kind of work with them there. But this project, they actually shared the script with me. So I got to read the entire script and see the characters and where they were going. And from there, it's actually really helpful if I can read a script, because sometimes there is extra details that the LM kind of maybe just didn't really think of to bring up, and I can really hone in on those things and be like, oh my gosh, like we're already looking at this location over here. You should probably look at this as well, because it could fit your laundromat need. I mean, whatever the case may be, right? So yeah, they came to me, and one of their big needs was for a 2-lane highway that they could have a semi crash on. Not an easy feat, because the intermittent shutdown of a highway is not an easy thing to do at all, especially when you're talking about a crash scene. I mean, you have to kind of place everything in just the right places, not have to move it, all those sorts of things. So I found them a road near Logan Lake, which is an abandoned piece of highway that's on a ranch that's still in really excellent condition. So you don't need to shut down the highway. It's going through a ranch. You just have to like direct the cows, I guess. So they were stoked on that, and they used it for a really big scene. Can I get into that part? Or
yeah.
Okay, we're past spoilers. So there's like the helicopter scene, and the main actor gets out and does all of his own stunts, and money's falling from the sky as it should in an action movie. And yeah, it was just so it all unfolded really, really well. But their biggest need for Get Fast was that road. And then from there, we got them Tranquille, and we got them the laundromat. Actually, no, sorry. They got the laundromat on their own. I shouldn't claim responsibility for that one, but we did try to get the laundromat. Yeah, so it was really great. And then all of it came to fruition. They filmed the entire thing, 100% was filmed in the TNRD between Cache Creek, Kamloops, around the Logan Lake area there. And we had the world premiere in Kamloops at the Paramount Theatre. Super crazy exciting. And we invited all of the location owners to the premiere, and the people that had the laundromat were the most excited. Nice. They were just like, that's us. There's Lou Diamond Phillips. They were so excited. And we had the funeral home people. Like it was, yeah, it all unfolded really, really well. And I think that they were really, really happy. They've since come back to me and asked for more locations for future projects. They did film at Riverside Park for a project that hasn't yet been released. So nice. They do continue to come back, and yeah, we enjoy working with them.
Awesome.
That was a very long answer. I'm sorry. If I need to just stop talking. Just
no, it's perfect.
The more the better.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. So what's that kind of relationship that you build with a producer? I'm sure you get a lot of people that are kind of like here for a couple days and then you never see them again. And then in this case, you've gotten to kind of build a rapport with the same producers over time. So what's kind of can you tell when someone's committed to the area a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes you have to take into account that people are just giving you lip service and saying, oh my gosh, this was amazing, we're coming back. And you're just like, but are you? But it's all about reading the room. And I mean, you can't even say that one producer is a certain way, because they might be this way on this project that is well funded and be completely different on another project that's underfunded, right? So I mean, like, read the room, just adapt to the environment, I guess you could say. Yeah. But I would say that this is a group that they've expressed how much they love filming here, and I think that they'll be back. And they have really fun toys to work with. They work with the Peacemaker? Yeah, like the really big, cool equipment that does the big stunt scenes. And yeah.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Do you get to spend much time on set when they come and start filming?
No, because I'm working on other projects trying to bring them in. I kind of liken it to like a used car salesman. Once I've sold the car, I don't chase it down the street, right? So I love going to set, but I don't have a lot of time to go to set. I'm usually working on trying to bring that next project in. So I'll ask if I can stop in for one day and maybe come in for like a half an hour to an hour. I try to make it so that we can maybe invite the mayor of the community or municipal staff if they want to come to a scene as well. So, for example, we just had a really large project filming in our area in February, one that was with Netflix. Worked with the location manager. And we made it so that, the mayors could come and see behind the scenes, and same with my boss. And it was cool because he actually got to be behind the camera and see what the director was seeing. So it was really great because they see how big a film production is, how many people are involved. And I think that they're kind of a little bit in awe. So, but yeah, I would say I don't get on set as much as I would like. If I had maybe more staff, I would get out a little bit more often. But I got to attend a really, really great set just a couple weeks ago where there was a movie scene within a movie. And so it was like at the 1970s where a director was telling an Indigenous woman how to act like an Indian. Well, you can imagine how well that went, right? And so the Indigenous woman was like, "What are you talking about? I am an Indian." And so anyways, that's the scene that's in the project. But you actually got to see the director behind the fake director making those scenes happen. It was really great. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was at a set that's just past, it's in Skeetchison. So just past Savinaw there. It's an abandoned Western town that was built to be a film set. And
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah. And it's kind of been left to weather, unfortunately. But it does make for some incredible scenes still. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you could kind of really only just can't shoot. What would that be, south? Because then you'd see the highway.
Oh, so this one you can't actually see from the highway.
Oh, you can't?
No,
okay.
No. So you're thinking about Dead Man's Junction.
Yes.
Which is like a tourist place, and it's still really cool. And a lot of music videos, actually, like Bollywood music videos, use it a lot. And so that set does get used, but this one is fully abandoned.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
See, pays to have someone who knows the area.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool spot. Yeah. I mean, with Get Fast, some of the other sets that they used was Tranquille, which is used quite a bit. Where else did they use? Trying to think off the top of my head, but they used like probably 7 or 8 different locations, I would say, if not more. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what about the area do you think it is that keeps them coming back?
I think a big part of it is that we're film friendly, that we don't suffer from film fatigue. Our prices are still affordable. So we actually were recently given some statistics from Creative BC that shows how many domestic British Columbia productions are coming into our regions, and how the distant regions are really thriving from those domestic productions, realizing the value of coming into the interior and beyond, like into northern BC, and utilizing that distant tax credit. So if you guys aren't familiar, if you film in British Columbia and if you qualify and you go through all of the motions and you apply, you can receive a base tax credit. When you film within the Thompson-Nicola Regional District, you get an additional 12% basically to film within our area. That goes towards your labor costs only. So some places they can give you tax benefits or tax incentives towards your full spend. Ours is in British Columbia all related to labor. So it's all related to a heartbeat. That money is going towards somebody having a job, which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, would it be more lucrative? Would more productions come if it was a full spend? Yeah, probably. But I think that it's easier for some taxpayers to understand it if it's just attached to somebody that's getting a living wage, and it has to be a British Columbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer in my opinion, because they're bringing all of this money and spending it in our area, and it is providing jobs. So yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that front, Get Fast was a part of a pretty big film year for Kamloops. So can you describe a little bit about, like, even though it's not like a major Hollywood production, like how much a movie like Get Fast can impact the economy of the area?
Yeah, well, I mean, they definitely hired some locals, which was excellent. Some of the bigger productions, they bring so many of their people with them, right? So the more locals that they can hire, the better. Don't get me wrong, it's great for them to bring people to work on the projects too, because that's putting heads in hotels and that sort of thing. And then they're bringing in dollars that they're spending at our shops and restaurants and those sorts of things. So, I mean, any way you look at it, it's making money for the area.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's good no matter which way it goes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I mean, with the Film Commission, we try to help all sizes of budgets, as you know. I mean, people can come to us with a $10,000 budget and we'll support them. People can come to us with a $10 million budget and we'll support them. If I'm working on 3 $10 million projects and a $10,000 project comes my way, I might have to tell them to hold tight a little bit, just because we are a very, very small team, but we support everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important to us.
Yeah, you guys still find time for us, and we're pretty small fish here.
We try. We definitely try our best. Yeah.
Awesome. Was there any kind of major hiccups in pre-production that you got to help solve or see the team kind of solve within themselves?
So long ago, and I feel like there's been so many other problems along the way.
Never ending, right?
Right? Nothing that I can think of, but it's so funny. I mean, I recently watched the television series The Studio, and I feel like that is film industry. I mean, anything that can go wrong probably will. And I empathize so much with the main character when he was stuck in wardrobe. And there was like why are you in wardrobe? I could totally see that happening to me. Like, I get cold and I'm like, do you have a sweater I could borrow? I could see it happening, like, totally. Or being in the way of a shot with my car. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's just film. But I can't think of anything that like, I think that we just kind of really helped them troubleshoot and find the locations that they were specifically looking for. Laundromats, I mean, they're not easy to come by. There's not very many of them, and especially with that kind of rugged, like, not brand new shiny washing machines.
Yeah.
It had that like nostalgic feel to it, which is epic and amazing. So yeah, I mean, that one was a little bit more tricky because there's not a lot of laundromats in the TNRD. I think there's 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
And 2 of them are McCleaners, right?
Yeah. 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 So yeah, I think that was probably the biggest hurdle, maybe. But yeah, they were pretty easy to work with.
Nice.
There was definitely scenes from the script that didn't happen. I remember they were telling me about this one spot where they were going to be running through people's backyards and there was going to be a pool party. I don't know what happened to that scene, but it got cut. It never happened.
Yeah.
But I was invited to set when they did the it was one of the scenes with the high speed ice cream truck.
Yeah.
And these drivers, like, it on screen, it looks like they're inches away from each other. They are literally inches away from each other. Like, that's how good these drivers are. Like, amazing. Yeah, wow. It was really fun to watch. Yeah. And I mean, especially with an ice cream truck, I just think that they went that extra little bit. Like, what is absurd? And they went for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely appreciated the ice cream truck.
Me too.
And there's always like all of the vehicles have like, especially the ice cream truck, have like funny advertising on them and stuff. Like they did a really good job doing all of those like little touches that make it funny.
And that's a legit ice cream truck from Vernon. Like they found it and they're like, that's the one, obviously. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, worked out well. Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Was it an operational ice cream truck?
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
So they just, okay. I'd be pretty scared as the business owner. You're going to do what with my ice cream truck?
Yeah, no, he was stoked and he came to the premiere and he was just.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
With the ice cream truck?
I don't think he brought the ice cream truck,
man.
but maybe he did.
Would have been a prime opportunity.
I was like, that's an opportunity lost right there.
Yeah. So, it's funny because I was reading the comments about how there wasn't any fast car scenes. And I was like, what are you talking about? There was like the first high-speed ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Watch it again, obviously.
Some people just, they don't have the eye.
No, definitely. Yeah. So, I can't really think of any big hiccups with that one. Yeah.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
good.
my...
It's locked away somewhere.
My conscience has locked it away. And maybe it was that bad.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much, Terri. That was honestly really awesome to hear about Get Fast. I had a lot of fun watching that movie. So actually, I want to ask before you go, what are your thoughts on the movie, having gotten to see it and got to go to the world premiere as well?
I think it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not meant to be thought provoking or a big thinker. It's just supposed to be pure entertainment, and I think that it delivers. Like it's got its funny moments and it's got its big stunts and again, money falling from the sky. Who doesn't ever dream of that happening? So yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, on that note, thank you again for joining us, and we'll toss it back to Kyle's cool facts.
Welcome back, everybody, from a peek behind the curtain. Very thankful again for Terri Hadwin coming in, second episode. Terri obviously has a lot of like great experience with this film and with the creative team here, so it was really really great to hear from her again.
Yes, it was.
And as the last little thank you to Terri and the Film Commission, we really appreciate all the help you guys have given us over the years here, and we get a lot of great information. Some information that's not like it's publicly available, but not publicly findable. Like you have to ask for it, kind of stuff. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
some of my favorite information is the financial information that we get. And yeah, you can't just search that up. So really, really appreciate that help. And it was really nice to have Terri on.
It was.
So speaking of finances, the first fact here, Get Fast was part of a $9.75 million year for the TNRD in film.
That is a delight.
Yeah, that's crazy. We had a lot of big stuff come through that year, and my memory's not good enough to name drop all of them, but probably there's Markiplier made something through here. He's a YouTuber. I don't know if you know him. And it was Gaslight. And I think The Last of Us might have been involved in that year. I can't remember. Anyway, it was a big year. And, as someone who works in film here and probably got a little bit of that, like a little tiny percentage of that 9.75 mil, I appreciate it. I know like that number is bigger and more important for our businesses here. So yeah, that's really nice that this film got to be a part of that. Who knows how big? Probably not like massive, but a sizable chunk nonetheless, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good for us.
Right?
And
Pretty
for
cool.
the industry.
Similar to the previous film, my second cool fact, this film got a screening, but not in Ashcroft. It was at the local Kamloops Paramount Theater.
I'm so sad.
Right?
I would have loved to have gone.
Yeah, I wish not only that we knew about like that event at the time. I actually probably had seen it, but I wasn't in Kamloops a ton at the time. But also like I wish that we knew about the previous film to get the lead into this one.
Yes,
because that like, if we had had this moment and realized this is why we need the third one to make up for it.
I agree.
Yeah. Please, film gods. So anyway, many cast and crew were at the screening, including James Clayton, Faye Wren, Lee Majdoub, and Philip Granger.
Oh man.
Yeah, would have been a pretty cool screening to be at.
I would have been so excited.
No Lou Diamond, from my understanding, but that's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. I would have had a great time. Also have I've actually worked on not for or with I believe. Wait, actually James Clayton might have been a producer as well anyway, I worked on a film where he was acting in it, and
sure.
I didn't realize until after the fact he had a hood on for most of his role, and obviously I'm in lighting. It's not like I'm involved in the actor's work, but yeah, so I can say that I've kind of worked with him.
Nice.
Yeah. Or for him. I think he was a producer.
Okay.
So for him.
Man, take it.
Hey, I will take it.
Nobody's going to fact check you.
Right? But yeah, so that event, from everything I've heard and from what Terri said, was a ton of fun. So we should pay more attention for the next time something cool like that comes to town.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless it's on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's dead zone.
I would totally actually reschedule.
Oh yeah, I would too. Yeah, we could do it Wednesday, whatever.
Or invite them on.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, special episode. Similar to its predecessor, the first film, this did also have a theatrical run. Any guesses what countries that theatrical run was in?
Was it in Russia and the United Arab Emirates?
It was. Except this time they pulled in just under half the box office.
Oh.
It's 39,990.
That's poopy.
39,390.
Right. Definitely gotta make sure you get the difference there.
Yeah, that's $600. That's a lot of money. It is.
That's 60 people, roughly.
Yeah.
Given ticket prices.
Yeah.
Ballparking.
Right about Tuesday prices. Regular price, it balances. Oh, do you think they do Tuesdays?
It's $5 Tuesdays.
In Russia?
Oh, in Russia? Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
If we have any Russian viewers or listeners,
stop watching.
No. So if we have any like Russian viewers or listeners, it would be really nice to know, actually. I'm really curious to know how movies are consumed theatrically in other countries now. Just thinking about it. Like, it must be so different from place to place. Yeah. Anywho, those are my fun facts, my cool facts.
I like it.
So now, the local impact
Yep.
and cinematic imprint.
Yep.
The worldwide premiere of this film was in Kamloops.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Pretty cool. Could have been there.
I know.
This was 100% shot within the TNRD. So the previous film had obviously some stuff elsewhere, but now we get to call this like 100% homemade for us, which is pretty cool. Yeah. The Kamloops locations, I want to be accurate here, included, but we're not limited to, McLeaners on Tronquil Road.
That's right.
Yeah. The Kamloops Funeral Home.
Oh, on the North Shore.
The North Shore, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I, having watched this film twice, cannot put together what scenes were done there, actually. Oh, no, I can.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's a funeral in the...
Okay.
Whoops. Yeah.
It could be interiors.
Yeah, it would have been... it's a very dark scene,
okay,
I believe. The Kamloops Fire Training Center. I have no idea where that is.
My firefighting friends would.
Yeah. Yeah, they would.
I don't. No idea.
I feel like it's in Sahali, but I'm probably wrong. Sun Valley Containers. Don't know where that is either. And Brigade Avenue in Rayleigh, which would be a lot of the ice cream truck chase scene.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
That's the ice cream truck chase scene is where I was desperately trying to figure out where they were filming.
Yeah.
Because I was looking in the background, and most of the time I'm like, this has got to be in Brock. It's got to be in Brock.
Yeah, but it's too close to it's too close to the mountains without having a train track. Yeah, so it's Rayleigh.
Yeah.
And then the other filming locations outside of Kamloops itself, and I want to be accurate again. So they include Sabiston Creek Road.
Okay.
Or I hope that's how that's pronounced.
Okay.
Probably is. It's either that or Sabiston. I think it's Sabiston.
Nobody's gonna fact check.
Whatever. Somebody will. The one person who watches this episode who's really passionate about it will email.
Passionate about our podcast?
No, passionate about Sabiston Creek.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I guess the one person passionate about Sabiston Creek will watch this episode inherently just so they can email us and bug us about it.
I hope they do.
Me too. Let's see. The Cache Creek Sandman Hotel, Mullen Ranch, which is near Logan Lake, and the Cache Creek Airport.
Right.
Yeah. Not the first time they've used that airport. A very handy little airstrip to have.
Indeed.
Very close to town here and very accessible. So that's my local impact.
I love it.
Bits there.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, me too. So, Manny, what are some of your closing thoughts on this film?
I had a good time with this. Not as much as the first one. I definitely like Bulletproof better.
Really?
Yeah. Even with my love for Lou Diamond, I found Bulletproof overall a more enjoyable film.
Wow.
Yeah. But I still had a good time. I went into this movie with expectations now because of Bulletproof and how much I enjoyed it. So I found myself having a pretty good time. There's a lot of stuff that I like, and one major thing that I hate with a burning, fiery passion.
I wish I could understand that hatred, but I don't. I thought he was at worst kind of endearing. I enjoyed.
At worst?
I enjoyed the performance. I enjoyed the character.
And I respect your opinion.
And I respect maybe yours as well. Well, I had a better time with this than the first one.
Interesting.
I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed leaning into the comedy a bit more and not being quite so serious, even though they were really good at being serious. You know, one of the only things that is so kind of sad about this movie is that none of the characters come back from the first one.
Yeah.
But the best characters died, so I get it. Like, they're being true to the world.
Yeah.
And they're not just recycling characters who have died for fun.
I would have loved if the Frenchman came back.
If the Frenchman came back, dude. He looked pretty dead, but he only got hit by a car in reverse.
True.
You know,
hard.
Which
was a nice shock.
Yeah.
That stunt work.
Yeah.
That's I forgot about that part. Because you said there was no seat.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well then that person deserves a raise.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're talking about Get Fast.
Yeah, we are. You know, they were going for that 80s, 90s action movie feel with this one, and they hit it right. Like, they hit the nail on the head.
100%.
They got it right. I had a good time. You know, if Skinny or the Frenchman weren't killed in the first movie, I would have loved to see them back.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah. But in their stead, we got like a Hydra. You cut off one head, and you get two more. And all of the new actors were just as good. They had great characters.
Yep.
I had a lot of fun. So with that, Manny, what are you rating this film?
It's a hesitant 3.
A hesitant 3.
Yes.
Only because of that one performance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He really detracted from the movie for me. Like, every time he's on screen, I was angry.
Fair enough.
I just don't like him or the performance. And it really dragged it down when he was on screen for me.
What was it about the performance that got you so worked up?
He's a bad actor, and the character also was horrible. Annoying. And while at times you might say, that's the point. Great. Your point is to make your audience angry and not enjoy the film you're watching. Kudos to you. Yeah. Not a fan.
Everything else is enjoyable, though.
My memory of it, yes.
Okay. Sounds good. This is getting a 3.5 from me.
Right.
Because I do half points.
Yeah.
A market improvement from the previous one. If I develop a nostalgic love for this film, especially if a third one comes out, this might go up to a 4.
Okay.
Like, if I were doing like a rewatch going into the release of the third film, I could see this getting a 4 just because I'm so excited.
Fair.
At this time, 3.5, tentative 3.5, with that upward movement possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's trending upwards, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sweet.
So that's our ratings for this film.
Yep.
Definitely, like, if you've made it through this whole podcast and haven't watched either of the 2 Thief films,
I have no idea why you're watching this podcast.
Yeah, like, go watch
That
them.
makes no sense to me.
And if you have, go tell your friends to watch them if you've already seen them. And then tell them to watch these podcast episodes as a little dessert for your main course.
Nice.
Yeah. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this in any way or hated it and want to tell us, or you're a Russian who wants to share the Russian theater experience with us, feel free to reach out to us on social media. We're on Facebook at Small Town Big Screen, Instagram at smalltownbigscreen.pod, at Reddit at stbs_podcast. And if you'd like to email us, we are at smalltownbigscreen.pod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. So thank you again for watching and listening. I'm one of your hosts, Kyle Robertson.
I'm Manny Manuel. Adios.